Hello and welcome to the FreeCAD tutorial. I want to show you a little thing about modeling in FreeCAD. Well, there are two ways to model in FreeCAD, and one way is modeling with primitives. If you start FreeCAD, you see something like this, and we go to the part workbench. These are workbenches, so workbench means a set of tools that you are going to use. And we use part now, not part design, only part. Okay, and then we have to start create a new empty document. So now we have this nice blue window, and here we have a set of tools where we can add so-called primitives, like basic shapes. For example, a cube. If I want to look at this cube from all sides, then I have to set my navigation style. And personally, I like touchpad navigation, which means that if I press my Alt button and with my left mouse button, I can turn it around. So this is one box or cube. And for example, if I now add a cylinder, you see here the cylinder. The size and the position of this cylinder you can change. Likewise, you can do with the box by clicking it here in the browser, and then here below you see data. And then, for example, the height you can set to, I don't know, let's make it 12, and the radius is 4. And for example, if I want to have it in the middle, then I have to put it on a different position. That is on top here, so position, and you can move it in the X, Y, and Z direction. Where the X, Y, and Z direction is, you can see here which direction it is. So if I want to lower it 1 millimeter, I can say 1 minus 1, and this box, I think it's 10 millimeters. So if I move this 5, yeah, and this also 5. Okay, so like this you can manipulate primitive objects, and in the next tutorial I would like to show you how you can combine these tutorials into more complex shapes and then build whatever you want. Okay, so in the last tutorial I showed you how to use primitives, how to put them in place, and now I'm going to show you how they can work together. What I didn't tell you in the last tutorial is how to rotate something. For example, if you have the cylinder and you want to rotate it in a way that it looks to the front, then you first have to select a rotation axis, which is a bit quirky now, but if I want to rotate it around the x-axis, then I have to make the x-axis 1 and the z-axis 0. And the angle is then, for example, 90 degrees. You see also that the position changed now. And of course you have to correct that again. So let's just undo it with Ctrl Z. Oh, and then I just lost my complete cylinder. That's a pity. Okay, let's quickly do it again. That is 12. And that is, let's make it 4. And the position is 5 and 5. With the tab button, you can just move through these menus. Okay, now like this. And for example, if I want to subtract this cylinder from the box, then I first select the box. Then with Control pressed, I press the cylinder. I think on Mac it should be something like a command that you have to hold, like the Apple key. And then I make a cut out of two shapes. Bam! And then we have a hole through this box, which is very nice. Even nicer is that the box and the cylinder still exist. They are just hidden. If you click on, for example, the cylinder, and then with your spacebar, you can have it visible again. If you just click on it, so it's still invisible, you can go and change the placement, for example. It is still interactive. So if I want to change this to 6, you see that the hole is moving, which is very nice, because then you can always change your shape while you are designing, which is a very nice way of designing. So you can always go some steps back. If you don't like this setup at all, for example, if you don't want to cut them out or join them together, you just can go on this cut and then delete it. I think for Mac users, if I do it like this, it appears to be edit and then delete. And for other computer system users, they can just use the delete button. If I want to join these two shapes together, I also select them both and then I make a union out of it. So now they are basically melted together, and then also again I can change the size, I can change the position. Like this you can build up a lot of shapes, which is a very nice and interactive way of doing it. But there is an even smarter technique, and that is what I will show you in the next video tutorial.